going down. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I am having a good day. I'm heading now to one of my friends is getting married, so I'm going to go to her wedding, which is in Alabama. So yeah, I'm gonna go celebrate with her. I didn't vlog earlier. I went to our church had a women's they called it a good news session at one of the local restaurants. So I got to go fellowship with the women. We're new to this church. We joined kind of like the beginning part of the year, but we really haven't been there as much because of, track and everything. So it was nice to get to kind of meet some people. It's funny because they come up, "Hi, are you such and such's friend?" Because it's not that many black people that go to the church. So like I said, just figure all black people are friends with other black people. And so the lady was like, "Yeah, we're friends." I was like, "But I'm a member of the church." She was like, "Really? Where have you been?" I had to explain. So I thought that was pretty funny. But anywho, so I'm going to, my husband couldn't make the wedding because he referees the little football teams. He referees their games. So he's doing that. So my cousin will be meeting you guys. Hopefully she'll let me film her. So she's gonna go with me to the wedding. So I'm excited. Still kind of like this Irma storm. I just I have faith, that everything will work out. It's just it kind of gets unsettling, but I know you're not supposed to have fear. You're supposed to have faith, but it does make you, wonder, which direction, is it really going to go? Because at first, I think on the video that came out today, I think I was saying, earlier in the week, it was, northeast part, of Florida area. Now it's on the west side, which, my stepdaughter and my husband's aunt and all this family decided they wanted to just ride it out, and they're in West Palm Beach, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's moving west." And I'm thinking to myself, well, the east side, regardless of where it goes, is the worst side. Regardless, everyone's probably gonna get affected in Florida, whether it's just us just getting wind and rain. But I'm like, okay. I was like, I don't understand. I was like, but my husband's like, leave it alone, they're grown, they can do what they want to do. But it's just so dangerous because they're talking about the water surge, and I'm like, you see what these people are having to deal with in Houston, and as well as what people deal with in Katrina. I'd rather just have left, and it is what it is. I'd rather be safe than sorry than to just sit there, because number one, I can't swim, so I ain't trying to stay nowhere there's over a foot of water, period. So that's just me. But we're praying for them, and we wish everyone that's in Florida. I think now the cone is went up into Georgia and South Carolina, that are under hurricane watches. And I know there's a couple people that I follow that live, Paige Danielle, CPR for the Body. Her daughter, she's I think CPR for the Body is in New York, but her daughter and mother and stuff, they are in South Carolina, so we're sending prayers their way. So I have family that's in Charlotte and in South Carolina. My husband's brother is there, and that's where we were gonna go to. So yeah, Irma is just causing all kinds of havoc for people, because nobody knows which direction to, I don't know if you guys can see me. Maybe that's better, the sun. I can only put it in one of my vents, the cart thing, because if I put it in the one higher, it's too, you can't see me. So I apologize if it's a glare. But yeah, Irma is no joke. So she needs to sit her little fast tail down, following behind, like everybody's putting on Facebook, following behind Harvey and Jose and everybody else. So all this drama that it's causing. But yeah, I hope everyone's having an awesome, Saturday. Hope you guys check out. I'm putting up a DIY in the morning, so if you don't get to see it on Sunday, this video will upload. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow or probably Monday evening. So yeah, look out for that DIY. It's the blinged out pumpkins. I put it on my Instagram as well, like a sneak peek of what the finished product looks like. I am hot. Jesus. It's like the last couple of days was like 60 something degrees, but like yesterday the weather started going back to its normal true self, and it is hot. It's 87 degrees, which I guess is still cooler for us because it's always in the 90s, but whew, I'm out of breath. Like, that's one thing, like I feel like I'm having issues, but nothing like, I guess, like some of my flare has been. Like I'm having, like last night I was like screaming because I was having like severe kidney pain and spasms. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. So I get my IV fluids on Tuesday. So hopefully that'll help. And I'm just trying to prep everything and get ready for surgery. My surgery is going to be outpatient, but I always pack a bag just in case, because you just never know. And I'd rather, be prepared than not prepared. And it's easier because, Lord Jesus, if I have to tell my husband what to pack, he'll probably bring the whole house because he's going to say he didn't see whatever I was asking for. Ladies, you already know how men are when it comes to that. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do when I get back. I really didn't go to bed till after probably 2 or 3 o'clock just because I was in so much pain from that issue. I don't know what the deal is and why I'm having it. So I don't know. Like, I've had kidney stones before, so I don't know if that could be it. I don't know. So I'm just trying to push through it. And, I told my friend I was going to make this, when I got the invitation months ago. So I'm determined not to let this darn lupus stop me from, trying to enjoy life. It's bad enough, like, it's taken away, my ability, to do the things I like to do. You can't be around your friends when you want because you always have to cancel. Because you don't know from 10 seconds to the next of how you're going to freaking feel. So I'm taking control. So I'm like, whatever. Like, I understand I may need to listen to my body, but when people are there for you, you want to be there for them. And me and her are really good friends. We used to work together before I moved to Florida. And it's kind of like we kind of lost, like we would see each other, but we weren't as close as when we worked together. And I don't know if you guys go through the same thing. Because we were really good friends, and I hate that, but I'm like that, and I don't like being that way. And I'm trying to be a better person, or a better friend, I should say. To where, if like we're cool, we're at work, I see you all the time, we can hang out, but then it's like once I leave that job, I'm kind of like, you go on to the next thing, and I know that's not good for friendship. But no matter what, like every time we do get to talk to each other, it's like we leave off like wherever. We don't have any ill will to say we should have done this better or differently, and we just understand life happens. So after recently losing 2 really close friends, one that was she was like 29 when she died, and then one that was older than me unexpectedly, like it's making me really like cherish the ones that you do trust, because like I said, I don't deal with quote friends a lot, or females. I just don't like. But like I said, I have the few that I can count on one hand that I can truly say is my friend no matter what, and they've been there for me. So I'm trying to be better, and it's just hard because you have to apologize, like, oh yeah, I was going to come to your, event or your child's birthday party or whatever, but sorry, Lupus won today. And I hate that, and they say they understand, but I feel like I'm failing them as friends, and I just want to do my part, to just fight through it. No matter, what. So just trying to enjoy life. This disease is taking away me the ability to work. So it's just a lot. Like I used to, I've traveled with my husband with a track club. But like, I used to be able to do girls' weekends, and like, I'm like shunk the deuces on Friday when I would get off work, and I'm gone, like, you know, all over the place. And now it's like a struggle, you know, to go anywhere. Even if I go with my husband, like, I'm sleeping in the car. You know, when we get to wherever the destination, I'm down for a whole day before I can even try to enjoy wherever we're at. So it gets very, very frustrating that you have to live your life unknowingly. And, you know, like I do say, it could be worse. So I'm not trying to like complain, but it's just like people don't realize, you know, yeah, look at me right now. I may be jazzy and, you know, all dressed up, got my little lipstick on, can't tell me nothing. But inside, I am miserable. And, you know, just to take this 45-minute drive over, it takes a lot out of me, because it's not like, you know, my husband's not with me, so he can't drive with me to bring me back, you know. So I just have to suck it up and do what I have to do. So I'm glad that her wedding is not till 4, so I'm trying to get there by 3:30, so I can get a seat, because I'm not standing up for nobody's wedding, period. Not gonna happen. Because if it's a whole lot of people, then I will nicely give her this card and gift card and holla, send me some pictures. I'm not standing up, because I've been at weddings where, you know, they've over invited people, and I don't have time for that. No, not at all. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. But one more thing that I did want to say, please get your video links to me for the 5-question Q&A open collaboration for those that are facing any autoimmune disease. I really need those by Tuesday at 8 o'clock so I can kind of get the playlist together. I don't need your actual video, just the link to your video or your channel, so people can go on and find you to watch your video. I'm so excited to be doing this. And I do want to apologize. Like, I did a live Faith Friday, and I was going to do chit chat on yesterday, but I put the video, like, to say that I was going to go live like maybe a couple hours beforehand, and I don't think that was enough time, so I only really waited on there like 5 minutes, which I do apologize, to see if anybody would show up. But I was hungry. I really wanted sushi, so I apologize. I will do a live chat, and I may just do it on the Instagram. I'm not really sure, because it seems like I have more followers on Instagram right now. So I'll see how it goes. I just wanted to play with it because I've never done it before. So, you know, I would definitely, if I do it again, I'll at least give everyone like a, you know, maybe a day's notice, you know, that I'll be doing the live chit chat, because I enjoy, you know, seeing other people's live videos. My God, it's a dead deer on this bridge. Now that you normally don't see. Like, yeah, there are dead deers that people hit on the side of the road, but this darn deer is dead on the side of on the bridge. Like, what the heck was he trying to cross the state lines? Like, well, I mean, where are you going, Bambi? Like, I mean, really? These roads, that's one thing when you live in, you know, I guess anywhere, it doesn't matter if you're in the South, anywhere, you got some doggone deer, as long as you got some trees and woods and some deer somewhere. So I just hate when it gets cold, because you really, like, on the interstate, you have to be so careful, because they just jump out. Like, like my godmom used to live in this, when I say this country, like, it was probably like 30 minutes before you could get anywhere to have food. That's how far out in the country. And when you go at night on her to get to her house, when I say it's like, I kid you not, 10 plus deers on the side of the road, like they're having church service. I'm like, deers, I'm gonna need for y'all to chill out and sit your behind down. So it's like you driving, you know, tight on the steering wheel, scared that they gonna jump out because they done lost their doggone mind. I'm like, I'm gonna need for y'all to have revival somewhere else. I'm just saying. So yeah, that I don't like, you know, when it comes to the winter months. But yeah, traffic is actually pretty good because we're getting a lot of people from down south to our part of Florida that are trying to run away. But, you know, I guess everybody's running. Like, it's like first, you know, they thought Alabama was going to be the safe. And then they're like, well, it can come up to Alabama. You may get some, you know, remnants of it and past Atlanta. I'm like, it's like this storm is huge. And I just really pray people take heed, Lord, because this is not like some typical little old storm. You know, this thing is huge. But enough of that. Let me pay attention to the road. I want to get some music on, get my Jesus on. So I will film a little bit later and maybe a little bit during the ceremony.